Hi Virgo. Spiritual Barbie here. Welcome back to my channel for this weekly reading. It is about love, but it's about however love is expressing itself. Love is a wide array of vibration. So if you want to know precisely about you and your person, I do have a monthly reading on my channel. You can check that out, Virgo. But this is just what's going on this week, baby. Alright. So let's take a look-see. This week, I feel like somebody wants to know that. I'm using the Wheel of the Year Tarot deck and the Crystal Angel Oracle cards. Alright. Root of the reading, 7 of Cups reversed. Alrighty. So, clarity in the distant past. Or just less options. Or narrowing down options. Recent past energy, there we go. King of Swords, not upright, not reversed. Interesting personality. There's definitely a character around you. Present energy, I like to see him reversed. The Devil is reversed. Very positive. Challenge and the Focus. Alright, Challenge, Queen of Swords reversed. Wow, there is a very nasty character in your life. Queen of Swords reversed. Oof. And the Focus, Page of Cups reversed. Aw, not very nice messages. Or just in and out, finicky. Conscious thoughts and or desires, King of Cups. What is going on? I feel like it's a little bit of a battle, Virgo, but you're almost there, right? We have 2 kings, a queen. So this is graduated energy. And the 10 of Wands is underlying. So you're coming to the end of a cycle. You're at the end of a cycle. Not even coming. You're at the end of a cycle. So don't worry about it this week. I feel like this week's energy, everybody's going a little stir crazy. It's something in the sky. Like, everybody's going slightly stir crazy emotionally or just in some way. So don't even be so hard on yourself. But this reading is actually pretty good. So let's just look into it and reflect. Because I feel like you guys are reflecting. Some people are using this energy. Some people, it's a little harder for them to utilize this energy. That's just how people are. Alright, so distant past, coming into clarity. Narrowing down your options as to what you really want. Coming into clarity regarding, I want to know, Hermit reversed. So, about a difficult finding. So this was tough work in the distant past. I'm glad this is over. I don't even want to rehash this. It was just a difficult finding. You already know what this is. We don't need to go over this. Recent past energy, we have the King of Swords. He's not upright and he's not reversed. So what is this character? What is this energy all about? The 5 of Wands. This is someone that in the recent past you've definitely you've definitely been at odds with. This is someone that you're probably arguing with. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius individual, sun, moon, or rising that you were going to for tat with, back and forth with. They were a little difficult to deal with because maybe they weren't always taking action from the best place, right? But I feel like now there's love coming into the situation because you guys kind of dealt with the situation. And if this wasn't the person, maybe you and this person, maybe this person still isn't changing. But it doesn't matter because whatever part of you identifies with that individual is healing, has received its healing. So it doesn't matter. They can stay toxic. You're not toxic. Okay? You're not toxic. So, 7 of Swords reversed. Things are coming out of clarity. They're coming into clarity. Or things are coming out finally with the 10 of Swords reversed, healing. And then we have the 5 of Cups reversed. Virgo, you're in a good place. Don't look at what's going on outside. This is what I have to say. Pay attention. Hey, Virgo, listen to me, alright? Don't look at what's going on outside of you, alright? Don't look at what other people are doing or what the characters around you, they're kind of displaying. Because that is just character. It's not really who they are, right? So don't really look at that because you're on the good path. You're on the right path. You're breaking out of toxicity, bad karma, bad energy. That you believed. So you're breaking out of limiting beliefs or limitations, and that's what they're really there for. They were there to help you bust out of that, and they did their job. So don't really worry about that, okay? don't really worry about that, because it's just going to unsettle you. It's just going to make you unhappy, and you're already having a hard time finding unconditional love for this situation or for this person. So if that's the case, then just focus on healing. You're almost there. And don't put attention on the situation, especially if this person's out of your life. If this person is in your life, and this is someone that's in your life and you love them and you care about them, just pray for them. They're going to be okay. They're going to come to a good place. They're not a bad person. They're just having a hard time. And you just focus on yourself, all right? Because you just have to wait. Like, they just need to get to a good place. It has nothing to do with you. All right, if that was any solace in this situation, maybe this person is kind of turning around, and because the King of Swords has a tendency to point out and be scrupulous and to be very nitpicky. This is a very nitpicky person. Upright he is, but he has a point, but reversed or not upright, he kind of needs to take a mirror. You know what I mean? So don't listen to this character. They're recovering. They're going to get to a good place. You focus on you. And I feel like you are, because your present energy is the devil reverse. So we're breaking out of some bad karma, some toxic energy, and some toxic beliefs. And we have with the Five of Pentacles reverse, that is clarity, and that is confirmation of what I was just saying. So you're getting to a good place. I love this. I love this. I love this. I hear healing. I hear rejuvenation. This is on, you can see it in your physical body. You know, it's not even just your energetic body anymore. It's your physical body that's healing now. So you can probably see it on your skin. You can probably see it in your joints. Maybe if you're having joint issue, it was manifesting due to what was going on in the past. Like, but now your body is going to start to feel better, and you're going to start to feel a lot better. You are already feeling better, and it's going to keep going as time goes on. This is one of those situations where I don't really need to tell you that you need to give it time. It's just more so like you just kind of needed a map, I hear. Like you kind of needed a map to see, okay, where am I going? And this is just your map that's telling you that you're going in the right direction, and don't worry about them. just don't worry about them. All right, like you're good. Okay, so we're breaking out of feeling alone. We're breaking out of feeling stuck. We're breaking out of feeling broke, and like, you know, we're destitute, and and we're bah humbug, boom boom boom, woo woo woo. We're breaking out of that, okay? And we're realizing that's garbage. That was a lie. The devil is a liar. Everybody knows, and you're breaking out of lies. So let's see why this is your present energy. The Hanged Man. So the universe kind of tied you up and hung you up in a tree. And I think you just let the universe do that. And now you're seeing the benefits of that. Shout out to you, because you're elevating. All right, just focus on you. You're getting to a good place. All right. So the challenge is what's interesting. The challenge is the Queen of Swords reversed. So some of you Virgos, I'm not going to lie to you. You got to focus on your mental. I'm hearing better help. Some of you guys could benefit from seeing a therapist, and I know therapist offices aren't open, or some of you guys may not have the money for that, or you may not have the money to go see a full-blown out therapist. So I'm hearing better help for some of you guys. Maybe you should sign up to see a counselor, because this Queen of Swords energy, this is the lens through which we view the world. The Queen of Swords represents emotional perception, and the way we analyze our emotions. When that's reversed, baby, you're not analyzing your emotions right. What you're seeing, that's not what it is. What you're seeing is way worse than what it really is. Believe me. Trust me. Trust me. All right, I'm not trying to steer you wrong. So right now, since you're aware that something is toxic and that you need to free yourself from it, go see a therapist. It's not an insult anymore. Remember back in the day, it used to be an insult. When you would be somebody and a therapist, it would be like you're crazy. It's not bad anymore. Like, it's not an insult anymore. It's like a compliment, or it's more like, I love you and I want you to thrive. Because there's nothing I could tell you about this that's going to make any sense to you. You're still going to believe what you're believing. So you need to go pay somebody, give them your money, so you understand that you're not seeing things properly. Okay? And the good thing about it is that it's like the things that you see as horrible about yourself or about your situation is actually not that bad. And it's not because you need to stay in a bad situation. It's because maybe because you're on the journey to love, right? So love is the opposite vibration of what this woman sees. So how can you be on the journey to love if you don't see love? You know? It's kind of like when someone says, look over there, that's green, but you don't have the color green in your perception. Or you were always taught that that was actually blue. So you're going to sit there and argue with somebody over that being green when that's actually, when you think that that's blue. So you just got to go see somebody, baby. That's all I can really tell you. And it's more like a therapist because it's more somebody you need to talk to. It's not necessarily a psychic. And this is a psychic telling you this. Right? So that's your challenge. Your challenge is your perception. It's warped, baby. It is warped. I'm sorry. I know I'm saying it in a way that's kind of, it's kind of like harsh, but you're not going to get it. Go talk to somebody who you trust, who will listen to you for hours and hours on end. You're not seeing it properly. And let them talk, Virgo. That's one thing you need. You let them talk and listen to them. All right. So I'm not even going to bother clarifying. You're not going to get it. All right. So I'm going to look into the Page of Cups energy, though, because that's reversed. That's definitely your communication style, right? That needs to heal. Your inner child. You know, as a child, this child was deeply wounded. The Page of Cups. So you might have a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio in your moon or rising, especially if that's your moon or even your rising that was definitely wounded. So you need healing. The star represents baby, you need healing. That's your challenge. You should be focused on healing, which you already were, but now you did the big work. Strength reversed and the Hermit, that's the big work. You did the big work already. Okay? With the King of Swords in the recent past. And now you have to do kind of like the minor details. This is not really necessarily a minor detail, but it's kind of like something we'll save for the end. So you just need to take a break. You need to reflect and you need to talk to somebody. Possibly someone who's a Queen of Swords upright. You know, possibly a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius upright. Not because this is the first Queen to go reverse is the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. For some reason, the first thing for people to flip a switch on is their perception or their emotions. For some reason. So find somebody who is grounded mentally and stable. I don't know if you know many people like that. To talk to. If you can't afford a therapist right now, everybody's in a certain situation. Nobody should be judging anybody for how much money they have in their bank account because most people lost their jobs. A lot of people did. So don't let anybody judge you. And that's what friends are for. So if you, like, what's the point of having friends if you can't lean on them? So that's what I'm trying to say. Unless they got something going on in their lives, then I get that. But what's the point of having them in your life if you can't talk to them about serious stuff? Then that's not really your friend. That's your acquaintance. That's your drinking buddy. All right? So conscious thoughts and our desires is the King of Cups. Like what I'm saying, right? You're having trouble with unconditional love. You're having trouble because in some ways you don't have unconditional love for yourself. I tend to see that when you have unconditional love for yourself in certain areas, then you start to have unconditional love for others. You have to do it for yourself, and then you can do it for others. You can't do it the other way around. You know, you can't be like, you know, thinking that people should, for example, believing that people should live the life that they want to live. You know, let's say you're judgmental. I mean, Virgo. You are Virgo, right? So let's say you're a little critical, right? And you're a little critical of others' life choices. If you want to break out of that, you need to stop being critical on yourself. What are some choices that you would make if you weren't so critical on yourself? Start making those choices, especially if they mean something to you. Once you start allowing yourself to be that way, other people that you see are like that, especially people in your life, you're going to accept them more because you accept yourself. First, it has to start with you. That's the only way it can be authentic. All right? So let's look at why. Three of Wands reversed. So I don't know what you're trying to manifest. You could be trying to manifest like a marriage. Four of Wands is a marriage. Ten of Pentacles is a marriage. You could be trying to manifest marriage or trying to bring your relationship back together, trying to make your coupling more happy and harmonious. it's not going to be that way until you accept yourself. You don't fully accept yourself. You almost do. You're not that bad. There's people who are far worse than you. Trust me, okay? But, you know, you could accept yourself more. And then you could also accept that other person outside of you more. And then your perception of them will change. And then your world will change. And then the Three of Wands speaks of manifestation. Then you can receive your manifestation. You can't receive it if you're not looking at it right. All right? You can't see your soulmate in somebody when you're not fully yourself. You don't fully allow your soul to fully express itself. So how can you see a soulmate? That's not your soul, baby. That's not who you really are. So, I don't know. You know. All right, so let's see what these, let's see what is coming in the near future here, right? Let's see. Seven of Wands, okay? That's defensive energy. So I feel you getting a little guarded, getting a little defensive. Listen, it's up to you. I don't know what to tell you. You know, it'll take as long or as short as you want it to take. I feel like there's definitely a guarded energy coming up. A feeling of needing to guard yourself. What is this exactly? Because that's what I'm feeling. Four of Wands reversed. Yep, an argument that makes you feel guarded and also upsets your inner world and your inner peace and your inner happiness. Right? Let's see why this is happening. Empress reversed. It could be a mother figure, right? Who's maybe not showing up like a mom, really. Or it could be, you know, I don't know, right? I don't know. Or it could be, you know, it's like not seeing your self-worth. Listen, the Empress is trying to show up in your life. Expansion wants to occur. Abundance wants to come in. Beauty wants to flourish. Everything wants to flourish and blossom in your garden. Ace of Pentacles is here. Everything wants to flourish for you. If you're not letting it in, it's no point in complaining under my comments, or it's no point in getting upset at everybody around you and at your partner when you're not letting it in. And you have to see how you're not. I'm not trying to turn the situation around on you, but I call it like I see it. And yeah, I just want people to thrive. That's the way that I know how to thrive. You know? That's the way that I learned. You have to go within and you have to accept yourself more. It is a little bit out of your own comfort zone. I understand that. So take it easy with yourself. But I definitely feel like for some of you guys, it could be a fight this week. It could be a little crazy, you know. And it's possibly because there's a way with the Empress reverse. It's like a way that you're not letting in. You know, abundance. It's a way that you're not letting in, like, abundance. The Ace of Pentacles reverse. You're not letting in abundance. You're not letting in this beauty. You're not letting yourself fully express your divine feminine. Your divine feminine qualities. Some of you guys, if you're a male, you're with somebody who's like your divine feminine, but you're not accepting them in their entirety. And so it's causing clashing. The major arcana is here. The energy is here. The only major arcana I like seeing reverse is the Devil. That's the only one that should ever be reversed in my book, but that's me. Every other major arcana upright needs the energy. When it shows up, the energy is there. When it's reversed, you're not letting it in. All right? And it could be because you're not letting it in because maybe circumstances that you find yourself in, no matter how hard you try, will never let it in. So it's most likely not even really your fault. It's most likely not really your fault. But it's the thought processes. Going back to the Queen of Swords, which is Libra. Empress, it is Libra, right? The thought processes that you have are the reason why you are in a circumstance or a situation in which you cannot allow in your abundance. Everything is mental. It begins in your mind. It begins in your thoughts. Everything is a seed that is planted in your mind first, and then it manifests outside of you. If you want to heal the situation, you gotta start in your mind. That's all I can really tell you. You gotta start in your mind. My advice to you, before I pull open this oracle card that also gives you advice, talk to someone. Talk to a friend. Talk to a therapist. BetterHelp. I keep hearing BetterHelp, to help you with the situation. Some of you guys have just gone through trauma. Some of you guys are in a situation that's very traumatic, that's difficult for you right now, and you need the help. So let it in. Everybody needs help. You know how many therapists I've talked to in my life? I'm going back soon. I'm going back. I'm going right back, baby. I'm going right back. So nobody should be able to judge you. And you already broke out of that toxic bullshit energy of feeling like that's bad for you. So keep breaking out of toxicity and go talk to somebody to help you to see life in a more abundant way. There's an opportunity. Possibilities are endless. They're endless. You don't have money here, there's money over there. There's not money in that field, but there's money in that field, and you're good at that too. You could do that. That's how the world is. All right, let's get your oracle energy. We have rubellite, passion and purpose. All right. 8. Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that is dear to your heart. I'm going to read for that, actually. I feel like I need to read for that because there is a message in that is for you. Okay, let's get it. Right. This card is a sign of feeling passionate about a new project that is part of your life purpose. Your calling to help others motivates you to devote time to this pursuit. Even if you're not yet sure how to complete this project in question, you are sure that you will do it, which you will. Your passion also gives you the strength and courage that you need to speak up, such as asking for crowdfunding, posting about relevant issues on social media, creating videos or blogs, and addressing audiences. Spending time praying, researching, taking classes, networking, and interviewing mentors to gather your resources and all the information you need to devote yourself to a meaningful project. Just be sure that your preparation activities aren't delaying you in moving forward. So, let's say your love life is a little iffy. Your emotions and your emotional life is kind of like, I see a lot of, transformation going on here. What do? We talk to someone. We reach out for support, but then we also turn that energy, and there's something else that you're passionate about. There's something else that has piqued your interest, that has piqued your fancy. Put your energy into that too. That's just your advice for right now. It'll really help you also to heal. So for those of you guys who that's also not an option, or you really don't have anybody to talk to, or you are, but that's not only it. Use that extra energy and that extra enthusiasm to work on a project that's near and dear to your heart. And that is your advice for this week. All right, Virgo, that's what I have for you. Thanks so much for joining. I'm the Spiritual Barbii. Toodaloo next week. I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.